What? What?
Welcome back, friends, to another episode of video games. We're playing Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure.
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 We're playing Leisure Suit Larry. Box office bust. I'm gonna bust my nut on this game.
Oh, interesting. I immediately thought of the bust line, like these ladies that are walking by.
Oh, like busty ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're getting at.
See, I'm thinking of others where you're just thinking of yourself.
Oh shit.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome.
So, Leisure Suit Larry, box office bust. Now this, before we started, I was saying that I think I had seen some of this game before, but the more we've been on this screen and I see the scenes going on the silver screen, I'm not as sure. So it's going to be interesting to see.
This will be interesting to see for sure. I know some of Leisure Suit Larry, but this one, I had no idea. Jess and I came upon this game at a thrift store, and we're like, excuse me, what is this? And we decided to pick it up and then play it on the FREND channel.
Is this an actual disc copy of a PC game that you're running?
Yes, it is.
Wow. My computer that I don't even have a disk drive on my computer.
You know what? It's so funny. To run this game, I'm using Jess's computer because Jess's computer is a little bit older than mine, and so is able to run this game.
Nice.
Yeah. Does
If
that cop have a fucking UPC on his forehead?
Oh, maybe.
Barcode?
The reverse Agent 47. He wears it on the front.
Oh shit. Good fucking movie callback. Shit.
Movie callback. Oh, from the Hitman movie? I was thinking about the game. I have seen the first Hitman movie. It's very okay. Continue B1.
Censor? Question mark?
Nah.
Okay.
If it's honk my ass. But who gave that one a 10? Look at that. Please refrain from smoking near the butane canisters. They are highly explosive and the resulting flames may cause a severe burning sensation. Other side effects include a shaping of the inner thigh area.
Shit.
And other words.
Afraid to fuck himself. Lovage residence.
Resident? Sorry, kid. I don't speak French.
Uncle Larry?
Huge Hooters 3. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, my life's incredible.
Nice.
My carbon imprint is non-existent.
Chip off the old block. Listen, Larry, I've always liked you. Maybe it's because you remind me of myself back when I wasn't the head of...
Who's that voice actor? Sounds so familiar.
Does this mean you're buying my script?
Larry, celebrity sex tapes are not scripted out. They just happen.
Rejection.
Oh, it's King Neptune from
Larry,
fucking SpongeBob.
I can trust someone inexpensive. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. What do you say?
Is it? It sounds like Jeffrey Tambor to me. From Arrested Development and other things.
Break my thumbs.
It might be the same person.
Larry, I don't trust the phones. Is there any way you could fly out here for old time's sake?
What old times? Heads up,
I don't like the look of this Larry. He looks like a monkey.
Alright. So, the film he had, Huge Hooters. Speaking of Hooters, whenever I was on my way home, my fiance called in an order for some wings and such at Hooters.
Yeah.
So, well, first off, going to Hooters, I was, not paying that much attention, and I drove up. I walked inside, and I was like, oh, it has the name of the proprietor outside. I recognize that name, like he comes to where I work sometimes.
I'm just doing my job.
Hold on.
Come on, Larry. Quit
Let's see what's going on here real quick.
He tasered me.
Be glad they didn't get to the cavity search. How did you get here so quickly?
Well, my trailer park's just 3 blocks away.
Well, I'm glad you could spare the time. Here, let me show you around.
Oh god, why is this game so ugly?
All set?
The art style for some of these people is real, I don't know.
Over on our right now, those are the executive offices, the seat of my
It reminds me of the
and
store
my
Ollie's.
chambers,
It's like a
and home
bargain
to my
store.
penthouse suite, a chamber of
But the mascot for Ollie's is...
Wow.
I hate the mascot for Ollie's, the way it looks.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just laughing at that. Wait, what? What mascot of Ollie's?
You just have to look it up. It's like this drawing of a dude that looks like you would be a fucking douchebag old man.
Ollie's.
Hey, how goes the ball busting, Denise? Say hi to my good nephew here. Larry
That
Lovage.
one just walked into a tree.
Some of us work for a living, you know.
That's
What?
we like to hear, Denise.
What the fuck?
Also, I just looked it up. That is Jeffrey Tambor.
Oh, of King Neptune?
Well, I don't know if he does King Neptune's voice. I just know him from Arrested Development. I've
Oh,
seen him in
okay.
movies, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Dude, look, fucking Ollie's mascot looks like fucking Einstein. What the fuck?
No, dude, he looks fucking dirty and nasty.
Yeah, he does. That guy's fucked up.
I hate the way it looks.
But I'm enjoying your company. You're personable.
No, as in my studio. My rival, Big Amos.
One of my friends described him so accurately one time. I wish I had that message where he was talking about... Well, we'll have to... Hopefully we can get an image of the guy from Ollie's in here for some context. But he was describing him kind of like... Man, what did he say? Like some... I wish I had the message because I don't want to...
So you want me to invest
Tom Arnold is huge-ass dick.
authority, influence,
What?
I like that.
Whoa.
Camouflage, and in your case, it'll be.
Dude, is that guy gonna take the horse up the ass? That's bestiality right there.
Won't
Oh.
introducing me to everybody as your nephew.
The horse had a dildo on his head.
Larry. See? Think
It was like that guy who peaked in high school or something like that, and he keeps drawing this like weird... Man, I can't do this justice. I don't have access to this. Do I have this message? Is there a way I can recall this information? This is a very lengthy introduction.
Introduction, yeah.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
Well, Larry, this is where your inaugural tour of Laffer Studios ends and your magical toil begins. I'll just introduce you to my good friend here, and you'll be squared as butter.
Squared as butter. That is a fucking saying. Hey, AJ, you're gonna be squared as butter.
Squared as butter.
Squared as butter. That's a fucking saying and a half.
Oh boy. I don't think I can find this message, but he also is not a fan of the Ollie's mascot design, but he articulated it better than anyone I've ever seen.
I'm promoting you to being in charge of Larry, you know, showing him the apron strings, the whole 9 inches.
Can't wait.
Oh, that's the spirit. Treat Larry as you would me. Larry, congratulations and welcome aboard the media conglomerate.
Which office is mine?
You don't get an office, asswipe. You're not going to be doing much sitting around here. Now sit down and let's go over the 3 golden rules of your new existence. Rule number 1. It's Mr. Al to you.
Really?
Rule number 2. You do everything I say, no matter how disgusting or illegal.
How illegal?
Rule number 3. I don't give a shit whose nephew you are. Around here, we work our asses to the bone. And trust me, it's got bones. Any questions on the first 3 rules so far?
Yeah. Where the honey's at?
Broads? Come with me, Romeo.
Oh, in my sleep. Hey, by the way, is that loud?
This one's probably more lifelike than the ones you're used to. What we get to do now, and by we I mean you, is scrape this thing so clean it sparkles like a firefly's doohickey. Think you can handle that?
Yeah, hey, that sounds cool. Thanks again. Lunch
All right,
later if
I'll
you're
get rid of
interested.
all
I was
these
thinking maybe cough and
penises.
sneeze. No? Yeah. Huh. Maybe if I stroke faster, I'll be done.
Gingivitis. I like. What a name.
All right, kid. Magic of filmmaking for tards. This here's called a mini-map. You use it to find mission objectives, critical locations, and to see the world smaller and less confusingly. Arrows above or below these show whether they're above or below your current position. If you'd like to know more, Chapter 17 of Minkowski's exegesis on four-dimensional space might prove illuminating to the relatively dilettante. A good read, but a little preachy. Come on, kid. Pretend it's your cousin. Get in there and scrape.
What kind of sick
I'll
bastard would
scrape.
vandalize a soundstage besides me?
Whoa.
My work is way better than this.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that was such a lengthy introduction to Leisure Suit Larry right here. But I do have the message that I can supply. And this is my friend's experience
Nice job. You've made it.
Yeah.
of
And
Ollie's.
I'm not you, at least.
Oh god.
All right, here we go. It's like instead of hiring a marketing team for design, they brought an out of retirement. Gosh, shit. Let me start over.
You got this, AJ. I believe in you. Okay,
It's
wait,
like-
wait. Take two.
You conquered all ground-level grime. Congrats.
This
Now
motherfucker with the
scurry up that
cigar.
ladder and keep at it. That shit ain't gonna
Okay.
clean itself, or we would have hired it instead of your sorry ass.
It's like instead of hiring a marketing team for design, they brought out of retirement a guy who was captain of the football squad in high school and who spent the rest of his life reliving those glory days and working as a used car salesman through the 80s, whose entire social personality is derived from the humor found in the throwaway single-panel political comic strips in the local newspaper. He was initially nice with a big smile but overly firm handshake, but within 30 seconds of conversation, you realize you want to be as far away from this person as humanly possible, but you're trapped in place by social convention, and this guy is not in the slightest aware of your growing discomfort and is actually moving in closer and closer so that you feel his breath on your face, which is violating and humiliating, and it's becoming all too apparent that he considers himself a wild and crazy guy, actually intoning the tired SNL inflection. But clearly the craziest thing he's done since the first Bush administration is accidentally drive off from the gas pump with his gas cap dangling, and now he's trying to come off as endearing by a non sequitur insertion of a lewd comment that would be fine with your usual friends, but there's a subtle lack of irony in his delivery that makes you just awkwardly stand there, feeling your cellular decay and wondering if you can find water hot enough to scrub this entire scenario from physical memory. But I may be reading too much into it. No, reading back over it, that's precisely the sensation I had.
Fuck. There's a hatred on this poor mascot.
Then it says, the bargain is undeniable, but the presentation is nauseating.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just learning about this stupid old man mascot.
No, that's the legacy he has amongst those I call friend.
So is it like
That
a
is
normal
written by a
thing that's-
master of English.
Is it like a normal thing for Americans to hate the mascot of Ollie's, or
Wonder
is
if I
this
can
just
sit on this.
No, man, I don't know. I don't even know how many people know about Ollie's. I think it might be a southern regional store, like chain store.
okay?
The one that we have here wasn't even here until fairly recently. Yeah, I think it's... Whenever I saw the mascot, I hated it. But I couldn't, I just knew that I hated it. But then whenever he sent that message to our chat group, I was like, yes, this is exactly correct. Yeah, look, directed by Huge Ass Dick.
Oh,
That
dude,
movie
what? right
right there.
Oh shit. AJ, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little lost in this game.
Oh, dude, I haven't watched the screen in a while I was reading that passage.
I'm a little lost. Okay, cause like,
You know, now that I'm looking back at it, Hold on, what does this say?
I'm
Super totally not gay this time. Damon Lecoq. Gingivitis.
I'm just
There's a lot of
lost-
screen tearing in this game. Is there? Go to the options. Are there some graphic settings? Is there like a V-Sync?
There is a lot of screen tearing. Hold on.
I thought I noticed it in the earlier cutscenes, but I was looking up some information. Is this all there is?
Yeah, this is all there is.
Wait, no, hold on. Oh, display. But that
Yeah.
that was display?
Yeah, brightness is
Oh,
sometimes.
what? What's some ass? Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll live with the screen tearing, and there's nothing we can do about it. I don't know how to fix
Well,
without
maybe
like
we'll-
a. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Without a G-Sync, like a FreeSync monitor, or I don't know enough about it. I know the V-Sync option can fix it if nothing else will, but that's not an option.
Maybe we'll figure this out next time on Friends, the stupid screen tearing, and as I learn more next time on Friend, fucking Americans hate Ollie, this poor old man.
I think it's just us. I think most people don't think about it that hard.
What the fuck is going on in this game?